Black Oni. What's up, everybody at home and on iTunes, YouTube, all the good stuff. This is another episode of the Black Oni Podcast, number 12. The last one I said was 12, but it actually wasn't 12. I'm just a crazy man and forgot what episode we were on.
Will's math.
Yeah, don't ever rely on that. Please don't. This episode is called PokéOni because I can.
Okay.
I am joined today by YaHomieD.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
Yeah, and also Greeed.
Hey.
We have a great episode for you guys. It might be a little shorter than usual because we all got a bunch of things that we have going on for the rest of the day. We'll see what we can work through this agenda, all that good stuff. So, our first thing is going to be our icebreaker. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
That's kind of hard. Like, I always go with Blastoise as my favorite Pokemon. Wow, no. With Blastoise, and he got arm cannon, so that's cool, but the new 6th gen starter is a ninja. And I'm like, but that's awesome.
He's got his tongue wrapped around his neck, dude. He looks like Shinobi with like a piece of meat. Yeah, his tongue.
Oh, that's weird.
That's true, but he's a fucking boss. Him and I like Honedge right now. I'm gonna have to go with Honedge, the sword Pokemon right now. That's definitely my favorite. He basically took me through the entire game.
Wait,
no problem.
That thing is so broken if you train it.
Yeah.
It's a ghost steel, so it has very few issues with weaknesses.
I just looked it up. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a living sword.
You told me about the sword, but I was like, all right, maybe it's like a Pokemon that has a sword. No, it is just a sword.
Guess what it evolves into?
Into another sword?
2 swords.
What? OP.
And then into one big sword and shield.
Wait, so can other Pokemon combine forces?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, if you could have a fucking whatever Pokemon with that Pokemon together, just using it as a sword, What?
Yeah, that's what I like to see. I have Greninja out and then Honedge out, and it's this is actual Pokemon. He would pick it up like a sword and kill fairies with it. It'd be awesome. you surf Ironhead, and it's awesome. Yeah, you're gonna take out the whole field with an Ironhead move. It'd be so dope. Anyway.
Wow.
Anyway,
that's nuts. What about you, Greed?
I love the Regis, particularly Regice and Registeel, but right now, if I have to pick one that isn't a legendary, it's Aggron. The iron-eating, steel, Shogun-looking dragon thing.
Oh, wow. Wait, that thing is kind of crazy looking. Holy shit.
He's wearing almost a Kabuto-style helmet, it looks like, but I think that's supposed to be his head.
Yeah, I think that's his head. I looked at well, let me just show you this because I just Google searched that shit and this came up. I'm like, what the fuck? Wow, that's a really long link. I am sorry. I did not mean for it to be like that.
It's a very intense looking version of him. The actual art, it looks more like he's wearing armor as opposed to he's wearing bone.
Right. Yeah, I see the actual Pokemon, but that was one of the first things that came up. I was like, holy crap.
He's cool as hell.
Yeah, that thing is really cool. It's like a War Greymon meets a fucking...
There.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. That's what you want to be seeing.
Okay. Yep, that makes more sense.
He got a Mega Evolution in this game, too, though.
It sucks, though.
Yeah.
Why is it
so it does?
It goes full steel, and he loses his special ability to be able to ram stuff with his head and not take any damage. I have a head smash Aggron, so I'm relying on him crashing his head into shit and not taking damage from it. But with the Mega Evolution, he ends up taking damage from it, although he does lose all the weaknesses he had when he was part rock.
Yeah, that's nuts. I just got really into battle breeding right now. I got Prodi and Froakie, and I'm trying to get perfect IV Dittos. So I can breed a lot of good Pokemon for battling and just trade people.
Did you hear about the Destiny yarn or Destiny knot?
No,
if you give a Pokemon the Destiny Knot, you can pass their IVs, all of them, to the subsequent generations. And I think it might work with Dittos, too.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I've used the Everstone to get Natures, so we'll see.
Oh,
yeah. We'll see.
My favorite
What about you, Will?
My favorite Pokemon to this day is still Scizor.
He has a Mega Evolution, dude.
What?
Yeah.
I looked that shit up.
Scizor. Mega Scizor. It looks pretty cool. I haven't got it in game yet, though.
I got the Stone, but I don't have the Scizor.
Oh, yeah. What?
Someone just traded me a Technician Scyther over the Wonder Trade today.
Here. Oh, that's not the real thing. Wait. What the fuck?
Are you even playing Pokemon right now, Will?
Me? I don't have a 3DS.
You need to get one.
I know. I'm working on it. I'm seeing if there's like I know Amazon's gonna have a sweet deal on Black Friday, so I'm like, I want to do that. Either I could do that or buy that 3DS from that guy for $100, which is great, but it's purple.
Purple's not a bad color.
It's not a good color.
No, that's a limited edition. Like Grimace purple.
Man, fucking. What am I gonna do with a purple 3DS?
Play it, impress women? I don't know.
No.
Same thing you would do with any other 3DS, but in private.
Prove that you're comfortable with your sexuality with a purple DS.
Nah, man.
It's not a bad color. We had people pre-ordering it who were trading in like their black and blue ones. It's really not that
insane.
Bad.
They were a little crazy, if you ask me. Now, I'm torn because I'm going back and forth. Like I can put like a Decepticon sticker on there to try to redeem myself a little bit. But as Black Oni, I feel it's necessary for me to at least be close to my color theme on that, or maybe just
Purple Oni.
Purple Oni. I don't know if that flies.
Oh well.
And it's like the purple. It's so stereotypical. The black guy with the purple 3DS.
It could be the pink one, dude. That one's pretty loud.
That one is pretty loud. I did see that one before. I don't know. I'm still deciding on if I'll just wait until Black Friday to see if there's some like really sweet deal on the color that I actually want.
Wait till Black Friday and get an XL, because the XL is leagues above the original one.
Really?
It's like night and day.
In terms of like what though?
Screen quality, actual screen brightness and battery length. The build is much nicer. It is a matte finish on the outside and the inside, so it is no longer like a fingerprint trap. It's just way better.
Shit.
I don't know anyone who buys the normal size one anymore.
Shit.
It's an ugly system. The old one is a very ugly system. The new ones. Do you have an XL, Dan?
Yeah, I do actually.
Way nicer.
Yeah.
What's your input on it?
I think the XL is like really like I gave my brother the normal one, and I got myself an XL. My brother first said it feels like it has some like really great weight to it, and I've played all three of them right now, and I just find that the XL is better for like all three, meaning like the regular 3DS, the 2DS, and the 3DS XL. And I find that the XL is just like when you're playing a game like Monster Hunter, like even though the text looks kind of like a little bit blurry, it still gives you the ability to like see more of what's going on screen, and that helps out like a lot. Other games that I've played, like Shin Megami Tensei looks great on the XL. Pokemon looks awesome on the XL. Like I would always love to see my Pokemon bigger, like no matter what. So yeah.
Black Marker.
And it's, wow.
I had to.
And just, I think it also gives me like a lot more room for my hands for all you like 25-year-old plus gamers. You know,
I think that's all of us. We don't have children's hands anymore.
Yeah, it's a bit more comfortable. The only problem I have with the XL is not having a Circle Pad Pro released in America for it yet. You have to order it from Japan. And that
never came out here?
No, it didn't.
That Frankenstick is so stupid though, because it needs batteries. And it doesn't feel like super nice when it's on it, and it makes the thing like 7 feet long. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. But,
wait for the subsequent generations. It'll be built in if it's deemed necessary.
Nice.
Eventually.
Yeah, I just I find the right analog stick is a really useful camera stick when I'm playing Monster Hunter, so I don't have to do like the claw and go down to my D-pad like that.
Right. Well, maybe
the
that's
lock feature's
probably a better
helpful.
option for me then, instead of getting a regular 3DS, getting the 3DS XL. I mean, I didn't really
Way
understand
better.
what the big differences were between them.
It's way nicer.
Yeah.
And they have it all. They have it all black one that's matte finish.
Yep. I'm trying to buy that actually. I'm not even joking.
See,
like, I don't need another 3DS, but I want that one too.
I could spray paint my logo in white on that. Oh, so sexy.
Oh well.
You get it laser etched. It could be a limited edition. Everyone will be wondering where you got it.
I'm like, I got that exclusive, man. You gotta get with Black Oni. Awesome. All right, let's get on to the next part of our podcast, which is the gaming section. What have you guys been... Well, I know what you've been playing. What have you been playing this week? And quick review, pass, rent, buy, or must buy?
Obviously, Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love how only Pokemon Y is on there, as if X never existed.
When I was looking at the list, it only showed Y, and I was like, why is it only showing Y? And so I just left. Maybe there was something I didn't know, that like one of them came out like a day after the other or something. Didn't make sense to me. Sorry, I have a cold, by the way, people at home. But yeah, I'm pretty sure both of them are out right now, right?
Yeah.
They released them the same day, Will.
I'm just making sure. Be accurate here. Try not to get anyone at home.
I'm getting offended.
I love the criteria of this list too. It's like, yes, I suggest that you rent the Pokemon game. Where do you rent a Pokemon game? Where do you rent a game anymore? And it's like, dude, you lose everything. Like, I don't even remember if they ever rented Pocket Games, did they?
I don't know.
I can't remember for the life of me.
I don't think so.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Buy that game. If you have a 3DS, buy that game.
Would you say it's a must buy, or would it be just a
Yes. It's so good. It's completely different from it. I could talk for hours about the stuff they've added. The social features have been totally reworked. The game looks phenomenal.
Yes.
It's kind of like
Please, can we talk about using the internet on Pokemon every day? So much easier to trade. It's the greatest thing in the world, man. Oh, man. This game. This game.
It's so different from the other ones.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
On to the rest.
Yeah, right?
Now the other stuff. I put that one first because I knew you guys had a lot of good things to say about it, and I was going to let you elaborate on that.
I mean, technically, I haven't even finished gushing yet, but somebody wants me to get them a fucking Fletchinder with, like, Gale Force, so I'm going to try to do that while this podcast is happening.
Do you want a Head Smash Aggron by any chance, or a Head Smash Aeron? I'll send you one. I'm currently breeding them right now. I have my female Aggron having sexual intercourse with my male Rampardos.
Nice.
The babies are exceptionally powerful and resistant to blowback damage.
Nice.
Dude, this game is so deep.
The stuff it gets into, like, seriously, Will, you could fill an entire podcast just talking about the mechanics of breeding, or, like, what makes one better than the other, the training of EVs, which are effort values that used to be hidden but now are visible. It's so in-depth. I'll shut up now, or else I'll just keep talking.
We'll keep talking about Pokemon, not gonna lie.
We'll move on then.
Let's get through as much of this podcast as possible. We can set up another conversation when I get home from work. I have to do that.
All right. The Wolf Among Us is another game that was just released.
Great looking game.
I heard really good stuff about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are making comparisons between that and Beyond Two Souls and saying that Wolf Among Us is better.
Really?
Yeah. Beyond Two Souls has been getting just shit on everywhere.
Well, like, a lot of people have, like, a lot of mixed reviews about it, especially because it's a full $60 release, so I think that's another part of the reason why it's not getting, I guess, graded the same way as, like, the Wolf Among Us, for example. But I'm playing Beyond Two Souls so far. That's the game that I just started playing, actually, what I'm playing. So far, I would say it's at least a rent to buy. I haven't gotten that far into the game yet, but it's interesting so far. The story is really great. The voice acting is phenomenal. The graphics are ridiculous. And the gameplay mechanics aren't bad at all. It takes a little bit of getting used to because, like, for certain parts, for, like, actions you have to do, if, like, one of the
table's flying at you, you got to press W or S or something, or click it to get it out the way.
Dude, that's a PS3 game. There ain't no W or S.
Wait, what are you talking? Wait, you talking about A Wolf Among Us or
Beyond Two Souls?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
That damn Pokemon.
No, I was listening. I promise. I was.
Is it just me, or is any? I was so far removed from Beyond Two Souls because, and I think some other people did this in the earlier stages of when that and The Last of Us got announced. I thought they were the same game because the
What?
girl from Last of Us looks so much like Ellen Page.
Yeah.
And there was a whole thing that came out. She made a statement about how she felt upset that they ended up using pretty much her likeness.
Yeah.
Obviously not her likeness, but similar
Right.
enough. And
Yeah.
then it would confuse people like when the other game came out. And in the early stages, I was confused, and then I found out it was another game, but I don't know anything about Beyond Two Souls. I know absolutely nothing about it. I know it has Ellen Page and William Dafoe, and that's it.
Yep.
And a lot of QuickTime events, from what I understand.
Yes, it is essentially a big QuickTime event / movie, and also that you can navigate throughout the environment and stuff like that, and you take control over this spirit called Aiden. And it's this. Well, I don't want to ruin anything, but like part of the story that I got to was just like really sad because like it follows her story from when she was a little kid up to when she's an adult, where you're at the end of the game type of thing, and like the chronologically. Yeah,
Chronology.
chronology. I
Yeah.
said it right the first time. Is like
Yeah.
there's no consistency in that, so like you're bouncing back and forth between different parts of the timeline, and so like it's cool because it kind of disorients you a little bit, but at the same time it can be really confusing for people, and that's something that a lot of critics said that they didn't like about it. Um, but I like it a lot so far because like it you never really feel comfortable in any situation because you don't know where you're going to be going next, but at the same time you don't know what decisions you make are having any impact on anything because the story skips so much.
Okay.
So you don't really know if the choices that they give you to make are actually impacting the story in any way. So um, I would say it's worth checking out definitely because it's super interesting. The production values are extremely high. The voice acting again and the actual acting is really good. The story it's really cool. I like it a lot.
Okay.
I've been watching Jesse Cox play it
Oh yeah,
on YouTube. Yeah. Not to like name drop or anything, but it looks cool. Like the story looks really interesting and like pretty engaging. But Heavy Rain didn't really leave like the best taste in my mouth as far as video games go. I don't want to play a movie,
mm,
so it looked cool, but like for me, I feel like there wasn't enough to do.
mm. That's
My
fair because once you get through
Yeah,
the story mode, you're not gonna really have incentive to play it again.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I can understand that. There's also a
But
two-player mode that allows you to like one player will control Ellen Page, Jodie is her name in the game, and another player will control Aiden, which is the spirit that follows her, and you find out kind of like very early on why the spirit is following her, and it's just like, oh man.
when you play as Aiden, do you like collect little star coins or something like Mario Galaxy?
Well,
I like
there are
the
little
dial-in
collectibles.
second player for that.
There are
Nice.
collectibles that you can actually collect using the spirit only. So there's little patches of like spirit energy, and you can just like go up to it and like activate whatever power he has, and you'll get it. So that's a pretty cool thing.
Are you sick, Will?
Yes.
You sound congested.
Yes, I am sick. I probably should have mentioned this before in the podcast, but I just got back from New York Comic Con not too long ago.
Yeah, you got all those New
Mm.
York germs.
Yeah. On my way there were just people coughing and sneezing all over the place, and I was like, I'll be fine. I loaded up on vitamin C. I'm hydrated. I ate some food. Like I should be good. Like we got there were people coughing all over us. So we're like, all right, I'm good. I had a very good weekend, by the way. Met some really interesting and lovely people. Um, and then Friday night we went out, got some drinks, met some people. I met this very cool woman. Maybe she's listening to the podcast. Um, and we went out to a bar. I had like 3 drinks or 2 drinks or something like that. Came back. I didn't get that much sleep that night. Went at it again on Saturday. Was out there in the wild, talking to people, interacting with people, getting germs and everything. That day, I did not have enough hydration in my system, and I was really hungry pretty much most of the day. But I just kept going, so I'm pretty sure that had a big part as to why I'm sick now.
Uh,
Um, and then like
Good
literally,
job. Dr. Mario would be proud.
listen, I barely slept on Saturday. Saturday I went to sleep at like 5 in the morning or 4:30 in the morning. and I went back at it again on Sunday. I didn't even sleep at the hotel that night. I ended up I had to go back to the hotel on Sunday to check out because my friends were leaving early, and then I had to go back to I had to go back on the floor on Sunday before I left. So like I was just out the entire time, and then like by the time Sunday came by, there were more people sick on a bus ride home, and I was still fine throughout all this. I stayed out late, like it was cold outside. I only had a jacket. It was bound to catch up to me.
And here you are.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon, still doing it.
Yep. You know, I can't quit, man. It's like there's too much love and passion and energy in the air for me to just slow down. So I just got to keep going.
Well, there's not enough to keep me here so I can be late for work. So what's next on the agenda?
Fine. There's a whole bunch of other games coming out. Alien Rage, Star Wars Pinball, Skylanders Swap Force, Just Dance 2014, Valhalla Knights, Dark Quest.
Looks awesome.
Valhalla Knights?
It looks pretty good, but they have a lot of weird, like, TNA fan service bullshit that people are having a lot of issues with. It doesn't seem like it's necessary to the game, but it's a massive, like, multiplayer action RPG. The other two were okay.
That sounds awesome. I looked at some of the screenshots and some of the artwork, and I was like, well, there is a lot of fan service, but I guess I can't be that mad at it.
It's pretty muddy, the graphics, but it looks interesting. I'm interested enough to probably give it a shot.
What system is that on?
Vita.
Vita. See, another reason why I got to get a Vita, man. It's like, if I start balling, I can get a Vita and a 3DS. Oh, my God.
Hold out for the new Vita.
Yeah.
Wait, really? You think I should get the new one?
Everyone says it's way better.
They say the screen isn't better.
The screen doesn't look much. It doesn't look better. It looks worse actually, but not noticeably worse unless you compare the two together. It's just way lighter and feels a bit more less like, oh, I have this expensive thing that I can break at any moment. To this is a system I can have like with me. The Vita is very much a premium handheld. It's way just overly fancy.
I like that though. I think it does have that premium feel to it. I got a chance to like get my hands on it before, and I was like, "Ooh, this feels like substantial."
Mm-hmm.
Mm. But I didn't get a chance to get my hands on a new one, so I'll check that one out and see what that's like. But maybe I will have to get into handheld gaming soon enough because I'm going to be going to all these conventions and stuff and need some entertainment.
Don't get a Shield.
I would get the 3DS first though, especially for a convention, because all the Street Pass you could get there would just do wonders for whatever game you're playing. Whatever game you're playing.
That's legit.
Promise you. I promise.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah. So the first, we're going to move on to gaming news. Transition.
So the little Autobot symbol turns into a Decepticon symbol.
Lots of marketing hype for the big three on the way. Now, there's this article that was just put out saying that PlayStation 4, Sony, they got an apartment for some event that they were doing for Sony, and Microsoft got a whole warehouse dedicated for their marketing event. Do you think? Well, first of all, that's the part of the news that's kind of interesting. But do you think it's necessary for these companies to go all out like this if the pre-orders are already there?
Yeah, I think the companies really want people not to just buy the system, but to also buy loyalty to the brand, so that they keep coming back. It's no longer just like, oh, this is a console war. You can get like which console is better than the other. It's about like with Steam coming out with the Steam box and all that, things like which one will you stay with for the rest of your gaming life? Yeah. And like a lot of people, like me, for example, like I like to go back and forth. I mean, I obviously gravitate towards Nintendo, but I don't really see Nintendo being like competition in this big three battle. I really feel like it's more between PC gamers, PlayStation, and Xbox, which is kind of stupid because they say that like all Xbox games come out on the PC anyway, so it's really just PlayStation versus your computer, and you could always get both. So in the end, there's no battle to be had. It's just people with sticks up their butt. Anyway. Oh, yeah.
There's still system exclusivity or whatever.
Exclusivity. Haha, I got you on that one.
Yeah.
See, with the podcast of poorly pronounced words, but with Xbox games that don't come out for the PC.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So Dead Rising 3, for example, is one of the games that's probably not coming to PC anytime soon.
Was that Xbox exclusive, though?
It's Xbox exclusive now, now.
It wasn't originally as well. The first Dead Rising was only for 360.
And then Dead Rising 2 came out, and that was for PS3 and 360.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's back to only Xbox, which is very strange if you ask me.
It's like, which one of you guys has like a PS4 or an Xbox One pre-ordered?
Oh, I've had my PS4 pre-ordered like literally like 2 minutes after the Sony's press conference ended.
What games? What games did you pre-order? What games do you need for the PS4?
I need Killzone Shadowfall. I need that real bad.
Okay, so there's the one, right?
That's that one game that I'm just like, I need to have that.
I think that's how everyone feels right now. There's like one game that we want, and that's it. There's like no third-party stuff. It's all there's a few. Is Drive Club first party?
It is first party.
That got delayed though.
It did get delayed. So a lot of the games, I'm just saying that one for launch, in terms of launch. But there's a.
But remember how bad the PS3 launch was? It was like almost 2 years before anything decent came out.
Yeah, no, it was. I remember Resistance, and that was a great game, but that was like the only game that came out for a while.
They probably need these press events to try and hype people up with the games to be like, oh, these, you might not have wanted to play Knack or buy Knack, but here it is, and you can play around with it.
I'm hearing really good things about Knack from people who've gotten a chance to play the recent builds. People have been saying it's pretty good.
It says it looks real nice, but there is a tiny bit of slowdown during extreme parts because it does look better. But all games that don't look dramatically better than PS3 games apparently have no lag. Like they were saying, FIFA just plays so smooth, has more animations. It's like these little improvements that make it look next gen as opposed to actually looking like a next gen game.
Right. Call of Duty and Battlefield are games I'm definitely getting for PS4 as well. I'm definitely going to be playing PlanetSide, Blacklight, and Warframe. I've played Warframe and Blacklight on PC, and I've played both of them with the PS3 controller because I did that to the PC thing, and it plays so well. Well, it plays well. It doesn't play so well. It would have played better if it was on PS4 natively. So I'm really looking forward to actually playing those on the system and having the integrated experience within the Sony family. I'm really looking forward to that.
The thing it seems like they're encountering, though, is the other two games you listed, Call of Duty and Battlefield, are coming out on both systems.
Yep.
So it's
yep.
They have your loyalty by one game and customer history. But the people that are on the fence, it's they need these events to convince them otherwise. Microsoft has Titanfall.
Yeah.
They have Titanfall. And
that doesn't come out till later though. Sony has Infamous, which everybody who's played it or seen it firsthand have said this is convincing them that this is next gen. This is one of the things. This is the Uncharted 2 of the PS3 era on PS4.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of good things are being said. Malik, for example, shout out to you, man. He was telling me, I think even on a podcast, but even on a bunch of other videos, he was like, "Yo, I'm telling you guys, Infamous Second Son is going to be that game everyone's talking about because it's just it looks and plays just that well." That comes out.
That's reassuring.
I think.
All I have pre-order right now is Knack and some other stuff that I only bought because they had that Toys R Us promotion. It's Battlefield and stuff.
Yeah. I wish I could have gotten on that promotion, man.
They have periodic ones that keep happening, but I don't think they're doing the pre-orders anymore. It's just for currently available things.
Yeah, fucking Toys R Us. All right, next topic. Oh yeah, we talked about this a little before the podcast started. The Black Friday deals leak early. Now both of you have experience working with GameStop. Yeah. Now, what was the thing you guys said before about what happens if something like this leaks and they find out which store leaked it?
Basically, everybody at the store can pretty much get fired. Your manager, your district manager gets a talking to. Like it goes down the line, and it's all on the dude that did it. Like it's a messed up thing, man. Like just don't leak. It's wrong. It hurts everybody in the end. I'm also just trying to be like the best employee possible right now. GameStop.
I speak on the negative side of being the worst GameStop employee ever, worst GameStop manager ever, and I used to photograph a lot of stuff and leak a lot of stuff that was in our system, and I can't believe this thing leaked that early.
Yeah,
This is like a month away.
Yeah.
And is this the earliest we've ever gotten that flyer?
I think so. I think this is definitely the earliest because I didn't even know they had this stuff planned already.
We don't get them we get them a few weeks in advance. We don't get them a month in advance. At least not at my store, the one I used to work at. I don't know. It makes me think that this must have come from not from a store, but from someone higher up.
Yeah.
Not someone, but maybe marketing directly. There's some guy leaking or whatever. Because I've never received them that early.
Maybe they leaked it on purpose.
To build the hype. That 3DS. I care about nothing in that flyer except for that 3DS. And the fact that Assassin's Creed Black Flag will be $39 for a system I don't even own.
Right. Well, I think, did it say it was $39 on PS3?
Yeah, PS3.
So, what you can do...
The upgrade thing.
Yeah, you can do the upgrade thing. So you'll pay $10, so you'll get the PS4 version for $50.
I already pre-ordered it, though.
Oh, yeah.
I already get in the Toys R Us thing.
Yeah, you're already getting a deal anyways. It doesn't matter. That's pretty nice.
I was pretty upset when I first saw it, and I thought it was like $39 natively for PS4. That 3DS is going to break me.
So
I need that thing.
It's a black 3DS with...
it's a gold 3DS.
Oh, sorry. Gold 3DS.
The outside of the bottom part is black, but the whole thing is gold. It is so nice looking.
And how much is it?
$219, I think they said.
Oh, yeah. And that's just a regular 3DS, or is it a 3DS XL?
XL. They don't make the limited edition normal sizes anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
And it comes with Zelda, too, right?
Yeah, pre-installed.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about
that. Like the Animal Crossing one came with Animal Crossing. I was going to buy that for my brother, but I didn't have the money.
It's a really nice one. We have that one. It looks like a Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Drive Club and Watch Dogs gets officially delayed. Now
there goes half the people who were hyped for next gen. That was Watch Dogs. Yeah. Not so much Drive Club. That was Watch Dogs.
Yeah, a lot of people were really excited for that game. I was excited for it too. I had gotten to the point where I just didn't want to see any more videos on it. I just wanted it to be out so that I can see more of the gameplay and how the multiplayer integrated with the single player and all that stuff. I was expecting a lot more people to be upset about it. I'm not going to be upset about it because if they need the time to polish the game, I would rather them polish their game and finish it. And this kind of bleeds into one of our other topics with Crytek. But are you glad that it's being delayed?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the games being delayed are just I don't know. It's kind of weird to me because either they're saving it for next gen or the games just really aren't finished. They're all just doing rush jobs on them. It doesn't make any sense. At this point in the game, PS3's been out long enough for you to really have your shit together by now. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad it got delayed because there's so much backlog I need to get through. Mm-hmm. With Pokemon Bank coming out at the end of December to transfer my old Pokemon into my current gen game, which is going to be a whole rebirth of the game for me. I don't need Watch Dogs coming out.
Yeah.
I have too much other stuff for the PS4, and I don't care what they're doing. I don't care if it got delayed due to licensing stuff or whatever it is. I know it isn't, but the later the better, because then I can actually devote all of my time to it.
Yeah. I have I have to finish Ni no Kuni and Tales of Xillia. I don't know how I'm going to do that, and I'm still working.
Before Xillia 2 comes out.
I know, and I have to work through Grand Theft Auto as well. Beyond Two Souls, I only scratched the surface. There is a lot of crap to play. And Batman Arkham Origins comes out on the 25th. What the
I'm
fuck?
pretty much just ignoring everything so I can play Pokemon.
Same here.
Like I'm almost I got really close to G rank in Monster Hunter like right before Pokemon came out, and I was like, oh, what's Monster Hunter? I don't like my town in Animal Crossing. They were all pretty pumped for Halloween. I got like 10 villagers, and now like it's gonna be a ghost town when I get back. It sucks.
It fits the Halloween theme though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of good
true,
comics about that, about all the people from Animal Crossing who have gone over and started playing Pokemon and how their towns are handling the abandonment.
Yeah. I should make one. Shoot.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I agree though. I think it's good that they're being delayed. As much time as possible to just polish everything, get it fine tuned, and just the way we need it to be. I mean, like you were saying, Dan, they had a lot of time to figure this shit out, but it comes to a point where things start changing. You have to kind of adapt to that change, and if your game isn't ready to handle what you're trying to throw at it, you got to spend the time to get it right. So,
I guess. It's just weird to me. Like you set this date, and all of a sudden, like, oh, actually, we can't do it anymore. And it's like, and it's so close to the date too. Like, at least when Pokemon came out, they were like, all right, it's gonna release on the 8th, and like 2-3 months before, they were like, actually, we're pushing all our games back. And I'm like, oh, okay, you gave me time, thank you.
Yeah.
It still hurt like hell because it's Pokemon, but at the same time, like I knew like 2 months in advance, not like 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah. That is coming upon us very soon. Whew.
Oh yeah, less than a month till next gen.
I am so excited.
No fanfare. It's gonna come right to the house from Amazon.
Yep.
I'm waiting in line like a sucker.
Fuck that! I told you, man. I can pre-order that shit immediately. Like I got a gift card from when I ordered my Cintiq, my baby here. I got a gift card for $100, and then for healthy actions at my job for not smoking and being healthy and not being overweight and shit, I got $300. So my PS4 is paid off just by doing what I regularly do. Best feeling in the world. Ever. Better than sex.
No.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
So yeah, have you guys heard the news? Nintendo seems to be, doing a little bit better now.
They made like $4 million in Pokemon sales. So, why did you expect them to be doing poorly right now? You shouldn't have.
Dude, it's way more. If they sold like 4 million copies of Pokemon,
yeah,
it wasn't $4 million. It was way more than that.
Oh, okay, well, whatever.
That is nuts. That's great news for Nintendo because they needed to maintain dominance in the handheld, because the Wii U, even though it's doing a little bit better than it was before, that's like saying you're upgrading from like a dumpster to like a homeless person's box. They're doing better, but they're still not doing very well in the home consoles department. But that can change this coming holiday, because PS4 and Xbox One is guaranteed they're going to be sold out in stores. Like, you're not going to be able to just go into the store and buy one.
Yeah, but just because they're sold out doesn't mean people are automatically going to go, okay, now I want a Wii U,
They might, though.
Some people will.
It's possible.
Families will.
Families, exactly. People who are very casual gamers and they just want something to give to their kid for Christmas, and they didn't realize you can pre-order consoles. That would be something that they can do. And one of the reasons why I never got an Xbox 360 again is because they were sold out when I tried to get one. And so every time I tried to get one, they didn't have any, and they had some from the PS3, right? Like, I got to Best Buy right when they got a new shipment in. So it was just timing. So I ended up I was going to get a PS3 regardless, but I was going to get both. Ended up not getting the 360. You never know, man. People can be flocking to the Wii U when they see the empty shelves of PS4s and Xbox Ones.
Well, it's a really good season for Wii U when the next gens come out, too, because that's when the new Mario comes out. And that keeps looking better and better and better. It looks phenomenal.
As much of a Mario disliker as I am, it does look really cool.
The whole multiplayer thing, apparently it's not as chaotic as the 2D ones. It's actually coherent. And it looks so much more fun than the original E3 trailer. Or Nintendo Direct, or whatever it was the Nintendo Direct E3 trailer. That's what it was.
I'm going to have to come to your place to play that.
Dude, we got the Wii U.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We run around in cat seats together.
Sounds like fun. Let's just do that in real life. Let's just go outside in cat suits and just start clawing people. Best idea ever.
A dark, dark night.
So yeah, Nintendo, yay, doing good. Keep it up. There was an article that was just released on Cinema Blend. More stuff pertaining to Crytek. Crytek just needs to like be quiet for a little while. But it would appear that the Xbox One was indeed rushed in terms of its development. They had to rewrite a lot of the code that they originally wrote for it when it was in its development stage. And that was one of the reasons why they had to switch I guess, a lot of the process that they had going on. So do you believe this?
That's ridiculous. But it makes sense. You want to get a product out the door, but it's not like they shipped it like that.
That's true.
They presented it in a fashion, and it's like, okay, now we really gotta haul ass and get this thing finished. Mm-hmm. I know nothing about it, so I can only assume that's what it is. Totally unrelated to Crytek, but on the topic of Microsoft, did anyone see that Rise tweet, by the way?
Oh, the one about them crunching?
Yeah.
Yep. That was that's actually a part of our hot topic. We can actually talk about that now, since we've kind of all understood that it's kind of weird that they had to rewrite all their code to run the software on the Xbox One, even though they were developing it for the Xbox One originally. Yeah, I mean, for the guys at home, crunch is basically when studios have to go into hyper mode and just everyone's working 70 hours, 60-hour weeks, and basically living out of their studio. So
unpaid overtime as well.
Unpaid overtime, not seeing their family, getting home and just sleeping, getting up the next day. They were bragging about it on Twitter, and it backlashed a lot because a lot of other developers were like, "Oh, this is very normal," and then some people were like, "This shouldn't be normal." This is people aren't seeing their families, and I've seen a bunch of funny tweets related to that. So
yeah, it's really, really bad.
Yeah, some of them were saying "Oh yeah, where you guys are not seeing your families for weeks on end." Hey, buying your employees food while they're slaving away at your game, it's probably not going to be any good anyway.
They had one for the guys that made Don't Starve. They're since creation or whatever, the developers of Don't Starve have had 700 dinners with their families or something like that. It's oh.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there will be a movement to try to stop that type of thing from happening in development studios, or is
no? Not in major development companies. And my friend actually works for a game development company in Japan, and it's like that all the time.
Yeah.
Crunch and normal hours are no different. They're horrible.
Oh, that's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Go to school, guys, so you can work on games and not see your families ever.
And hate your life.
And hate
That's
everyone.
Basically it.
I kind of still do. I used to want to be a developer. I think at this point I would much rather only stick to concept and 2D art and design, of course, for a game. But hearing stuff like that is man, I wouldn't have any time to do anything outside of that. And I already don't have time to do shit now.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I'm about that life.
You're not, clearly. No. You just said you weren't.
I said, I don't know.
You just said you weren't, buddy.
Fine.
Take it like a loss.
Did you guys see that?
I gotta...
Oh, the Kingdom Hearts thing.
Yes, Kingdom Hearts 3.
All right, I wouldn't get too hyped about that. It looked like it was playing like Kingdom Hearts 1, so...
Oh, you weren't impressed?
I was not impressed.
What was happening looked pretty good. Just the animations of the Titan thing with the train.
Yeah, that thing was awesome.
That looked good. But
I wonder how
the game looks boring.
Yeah. It
really looks like
does.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's why I was like, eh.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's it's supposed to... I mean, I don't know if you guys caught that, but there was a part where he had, dual guns or something, and shooting fireballs and shit.
And that's cool and all, but like I just finished playing Dream Drop Distance a few months ago, and like the gameplay trailer for that game looks like and that's a 3DS game. It looks way better than the gameplay that they just leaked for this game, for Kingdom Hearts 3. So I wouldn't get too excited just yet. I would actually rather see the game come out and play it myself than to like bust a load over this like gameplay trailer. Yeah.
I mean, I think one of the reasons why so many people were excited is because it does look like classic, Kingdom Hearts. I mean, people have been waiting for a true sequel to Kingdom Hearts for so long.
But classic Kingdom Hearts after Kingdom Hearts 2 is shitty. Like, did Corey freeze? Oh, no, he didn't freeze. He was just really still for a second.
Yeah. That's great. Have that effect on the cameras.
Yeah. Noted. Yeah, man. No, because I did that. I went back and I like replayed Kingdom Hearts after I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 and like Dream Drop Distance. And it was just like, wow, this is a piece of crap. But like when you're like fucking 15 years old and you're playing it and it's got Disney and like Final Fantasy put together, like this is awesome. So, whatever. Yeah. So I wasn't all that impressed.
I thought it looked really cool. I'm still wary because I don't know if this is where they'll fall off because like they said they weren't very far in development, but at the same time they like released that. So it's like, where are they in terms of the development cycle? So,
yeah, I mean that could actually be like first levels,
Yeah.
Because the Hercules stage in like Kingdom Hearts 1 was like not even midway through the game, I don't think, unless I'm not remembering that correctly. But
yeah, I don't remember at all. I'm an old man now. I don't remember shit.
Third world or some shit. I don't know.
Nintendo greenlights cross-platform play
on indie titles that I could care less about.
Yeah, really, yeah. Like if you could like play Mario on your PS3, that'd be something else.
That would never happen.
And I've confirmed this in many podcasts, but still.
Yes, you have confirmed this in many podcasts. But I mean, people like chess. People want to be able to play chess with other people. They can do that.
I don't know. Why play it online when you can play it with actual people in person?
Yeah, I don't know.
I got sick because of actual people in person.
Well, whatever, dude. But I don't know who gets a more meaningful experience from online chess than chess in person. TBH.
Guess that's fair.
Yeah.
There's Knit Underground.
What is that?
It's this game called Knit.
What is it?
It's for the Vita too.
It is on Vita as well. It's
like a platformer
with like crazy stuff going on in the background. I played it on PS3 and it's interesting. It's very strange.
How's it called? Niche or Notch?
Knit. K-N-Y-T-T.
Oh, K-N-Y-T-T. Wow, I did not spell that correctly.
Nope.
Oh, Knit.
Knit. Yeah, I thought you said niche, like N-I-T-C-H.
No, that's just my nasally congested whatever.
I don't know. This looks like it wants to be Cave Story.
Look, you gotta put Knit Underground. I think that's like the new version of that or whatever. Yeah, so Knit Underground.
Yeah, it looks like it wants to be Cave Story, and like every other indie game that's come out with a black background.
Or what's that other one? The Outland. One that's a Limbo.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Outland is pretty cool. But yeah, this is a very strange game though. I haven't gotten far in it at all. I think I actually had to get rid of it on my PS3 because it's running out of space.
Like indie games are cool and all. I'm not gonna shit on them, but like, I really don't feel like Nintendo needs to entertain them.
No.
Yeah.
Some of them are nice. Like I have Runner 2.
Runner's so cool.
I have it for the Wii U, and it's good. I like having the option to get indie games. Mm-hmm. But if they're gonna put out a statement like, "Oh, Nintendo with crossplay" or something like that, it's like, don't shove a bunch of shitty games in my face. Like, don't show me these generic, super limited games. I want like Pokemon shit, or I want the ability for like actual AAA or sub AAA games
third-party
to have cross-play abilities.
Yeah. Cross-play Monster Hunter.
That
yeah,
would be
that
excellent.
is a game you should crossplay.
Monster Hunter Frontier, like crossplay, which I would never buy Frontier. Frontier is a horrible experience. Don't get me started on that. But let's say Monster Hunter 4 for Vita, 3DS, and Wii U.
And PS4.
Yeah.
All crossplay. Oh, and PS4, all crossplay.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yo, if you developers are listening to this podcast, you need to get on that shit because that would be amazing.
Just tweet that right now. I'm gonna go on my Twitter and tweet that.
I'm gonna go to my Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitch.
Nintendo. Oh, here it is. This is a tweet. Nintendo does crossplay. Crossplay. Hashtag crossplay Monster Hunter. There we go.
We're all tweeting
Is
this right now.
crossplay one word or two?
Hashtag Monster Hunter. You said.
Yeah.
Hashtag Black Oni Podcast.
Okay, no, but yeah.
Well,
all right.
Fuck you then. I'm putting it.
Wait. Crossplay one word or two though?
One word, I think.
Okay, yeah, I think it's one word. Or it's a
Tweet.
hyphenated word.
All right, I have to get ready to go to work.
Yes, you do.
I should probably clean myself up and get on with my day of things. I'm my Malcolm X themed day.
Yeah.
Eddie,
this report.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Well,
but just to touch on the last thing on the agenda, do you think we're going to cross the Uncanny Valley territory with this console generation? This is game footage running on PS4 to NBA 2K14. Mm-hmm. I looked at that trailer, and like that still looks like I'm playing a basketball game. Like, it doesn't look like I'm playing with real people, so I don't think we're going to cross any valleys at all. Yeah.
You mean ever, or just in this generation?
In this generation.
The basketball game needs to be reinvented, as does the hockey game. Because they all feel the same. It just doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I have a lot of gripes about sports games. I won't get into all of that right now, but I think we're getting closer, though. I mean, like, looking at that in-game footage, it looks spectacular. It still doesn't look completely real. And I saw this contrasting to like the NBA Live footage they showed, and that was just terrible in comparison to this. But like, if you watch this on HD, you watch it on like a nice big screen, you're just like, wow, this is actually like, there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of animation that's very subtle, and like the facial animation and stuff like that. You know, if you were looking at this twice, you might not have noticed it was in-game footage. I mean, we know because we're so used to playing games, but other people outside of the bubble of being gamers might not immediately catch on to what that is. So I think we're getting very close to it. I think it's possible to get almost photorealism maybe in this generation, but I think we'll have to continue seeing what happens because we've got some amazing stuff coming out of PS3 that comes close to that photorealism. Like Beyond Two Souls, for example, looks amazing. It just looks very, very. It looks realistic in a lot of places. Like if you take a screenshot of it, you're like, oh, is that kind of? It looks almost real.
Kind of.
Yeah.
The cutscenes aren't that realistic to me though.
Yeah.
In that game.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, this has been your homie D on the Black Oni Podcast.
Yes, it has.
Listen to the Helm Splitter.
Listen to the Helm Splitter. There will be a link either on his face or in the description down below.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Adios.
Peace out.